And hello again, everyone, and welcome. It's White Chocolate Podcast, episode 54. Now, it looks a little different. As you can see, I'm here in my recliner. Where's Will? Well, he's on vacation. We're both on spring break this week, and Will decided to use some time to take his family on a nice trip. So we didn't get a chance to record a new episode for you this week, but what we thought we'd do is put together a best-of podcast using some segments from our first few episodes. So we went back to the archives and dug deep and spent hours and hours scouring to find you the funniest segments from the first 4 episodes of our podcast. And today we've assembled a couple of those segments, and we're hoping that you will enjoy either rewatching, because let's be honest, it's been over a year. You've probably forgotten all about these funny segments. Or if you didn't join us at the very beginning and you've never gone back and reviewed the earlier podcasts, here are some new segments that you probably haven't seen. Either way, by next week, we're hoping to get back into the studios and record for you a brand new episode with all new material. In the meantime, we didn't want to leave you hanging, so we hope you enjoy episode 54, the best of the White Chocolate Podcast. Okay, and we're going to come back now with our second segment of this week's podcast, and this is where it might get a little dicey.
It's not.
We might.
I don't want to hurt. We're not going to hurt feelings.
Here's the thing. This is just our opinion.
It's not. It's just us.
It's not objective.
It's not. It's like.
And I'm sure that there are many things about us that other people couldn't stand.
Just can't stand.
Let's just get into it.
All right.
This is the people we can live without segment.
Sure. Things or people.
Yep. It might be adapted to things, phrases, foods, anything that we can live with, things we can live without. But in this case, we're going with types of people, people that exhibit just that little something that makes us go, I don't need you.
I don't need that in my life.
No. The oxygen might be worth more that they're taking up.
We can take might out. I feel like that was strong.
It might be. Okay.
So oxygen, yeah.
Maybe it's just that they're free to live.
Just don't need them.
Don't cross our path.
Sure.
Right. Would you like to go first, making enemies, or would you? Or you'll?
I'll make enemies.
Okay, go ahead. Why don't you go first?
Okay. The first type of people sounds weird, but I can live without those of us. Also, I'll put us just because I feel like if I say those people, it's terrible.
Yeah, those people. Who do you mean by those?
That's
people?
what I mean. That's
right.
It could be
those people can be questionable.
Agreed. So people that dress their dogs in clothes or their pets in general in clothes, I don't need those people near me. I don't need their animals near me.
So it's funny because, and I'm not going to jet past yours, but when we get to mine, it has to do with animals as well, my first one.
Okay.
So I agree with you. I don't mind a nice big dog with the little kerchief tied around his neck.
Sure. Is that the handkerchief?
The handkerchief, yeah, okay. Kerchief, whatever. It's like a triangle.
Never heard the word kerchief.
Okay.
That must just be a me
thing. Mon, her kerchief, and me and my cat. But I don't know if that's a kerchief. But the little triangular shape, they tie it around tie it around their neck. Big dog, looks cute.
Okay.
Hats, you lose me.
Okay.
Funny hat, maybe on a Chihuahua.
That's okay. That's a little funny. Comical. I draw the line. The sweaters?
No.
It's a no for me.
No.
It's an absolute no.
Unless, one exception. Bear with me.
Okay.
Our dog had to have her spayed. Not had to, but chose to have her spayed.
Sure.
For her health. Had to wear the bodysuit so that she couldn't lick the incision.
I'm talking about when they're out, take them out in public and hold them in the purse and they're in a sweater. No. It's a no.
What was it? How did you
like that?
Yeah, the little sachet?
Yeah. No, it's a no. Here's my only exception. If you must dress your dog up, if it's a family Christmas photo and you want to have your dog in it and don't want to exclude them, I feel like maybe you get a pass.
So it's kind of the privacy of your own home rule.
Sure. Out in public, don't need it.
That's fair.
Don't need
it. I don't. And it probably happens more with people like I'm about to mention too.
Okay.
I feel like you see that more often when the dog is the only, I'll say, child in the family.
So this is yours.
So this was mine when, but maybe the outfitted dog is also when the owner does not have anybody else to spend time on. Perhaps they go to the outfitting the dog. But mine
could be.
Mine is also along that same line, which is I can live without people that have the fur mom
on the
stickers on their car,
or
my kids have four paws.
Mm.
Because you are a parent, I'm a parent.
Not the same.
Anybody who's been both a pet owner, and by the way, I know some people shy away from, we don't own the pets. I don't mind pet owner.
Yeah.
You bought it, you pay for it, you own it.
Yeah.
It's not the same.
It's not.
A pet you can put in a cage. Well, I mean, a kid, no.
That's not okay. That's so not okay.
I'll take that back.
Please do.
A pet you can put in a cage. You can crate the dog. You can feed the dog.
We're not discriminating here.
Very good. Anything with four paws. You can't do that with a child. A child, a pet breaks something, you know who broke it.
Correct.
If a child breaks something, who did? Oh, I didn't do it. My sister did. There are so many more issues. Dogs, happy all the time, mostly for the most part. Happy all the time. You never have to go through how was your day? What's wrong? Why are you crying?
Not always happy.
They're dogs, while defiant, much cuter when they're being defiant. So no, you're not a parent if you don't have a child.
Listen.
When you don't wake up at 3 a.m.
Oh gosh.
And we've both done that.
Yeah.
With a crying child from a nightmare or a puking child.
Yeah.
If you haven't scraped chocolate ice cream throw up off of upholstery at 2 a.m, you're not a parent.
Oh,
and I know people are going to say their dogs throw up sometimes too, but it's just not the same.
Not the same.
Not the same.
I love my dogs.
Yes.
It's
got to be more to that.
There was, but I couldn't say it I couldn't say what I wanted to say.
I'll say it for you.
Okay.
You love your dogs, but they're still just dogs. You'll do anything within reason to take care of them.
Absolutely.
But if your dog and your child were both drowning, nobody in the world would have a difficult time making that choice.
Agreed.
And that therefore proves my point that
not the same.
Not the same.
Not the same.
Okay.
Next of the more people I can live without. I can live without the people that are in public with you.
With me personally, or?
Especially with you.
Okay.
But in general, that have conversations on their cell phones on speaker. Why? Why is that a thing? I need you to tell me, Dirk.
Here was what's funny as I went to reach for my cell phone, but it's what we're using to record, so I can't
do that. You want to use mine?
But it's I know, sorry, and especially loud.
I don't need it. I don't.
How does that tie into the Bluetooth?
A little. Okay, so Bluetooth, I can't hear the conversation, so better.
But you hear them.
I hear them talking.
And you go like, oh, are they talking to me?
But I'll blow past that quickly. Don't do that.
I was just scratching my nose.
The FaceTime, even better to me because at least you are face to face, like you can see the other person.
Mm-hmm. And you are a big FaceTime advocate.
I love FaceTime.
You got me into FaceTime.
FaceTime's the best.
I never FaceTimed anybody really until you
started FaceTime. My wife
probably
gets annoyed with me as much as I FaceTime her.
But
during the day, because
that's the second best to being in person.
Agreed.
For sure.
So I would much rather talk to you and see your face while I'm talking to you than not.
Especially when you have a beautiful wife to look at. You want to look at her.
So that even better to me. But even so, still would rather you not just be on the phone. Just right here. This is where you should be.
Understood.
Right there.
I agree. And I'll notice this about you: when you answer the phone, sometimes I can't even tell that you answer it. Because I feel like you go out of your way, like if we're sitting in the office having lunch and your phone rings, I don't even know until I see it up to your ear. You talk very quietly.
I'm a quiet talker in general.
But I feel like some of that is to be, and you'll even apologize to us. Like, hey, sorry.
I just don't want to be rude.
Yeah, sure. So, as you know, I drive a good ways to work every day.
I do know that.
So the people that I can live without are the people, and look, I'm a fast driver. My wife accuses me of being more aggressive than her, but I'm not a tailgate, run you off I'm not that kind of a driver.
I would hope not.
And if lanes are merging, I'd just as soon merge early, get it over with, just
Sure.
I'm not this person, but I can live without the people that have maybe like, you can see that two lanes are merging. There's not a whole lot of room, but there might be one car of space up in front, and they will stay in that right-hand lane with the dotted line, knowing that lane's going to end, past where the lane paint is, to just get 3 cars
Two
in
or three
front.
cars ahead. Agreed.
And they ride next to you, and they glance over at you like,
Are
like
you gonna let
you're
me
the
in?
problem.
Are you going to let me in?
And here's the biggest one. When I merge, I might find a large spot to merge over. There's plenty of room right behind. They were behind me.
Yeah.
But instead of just merging into 40 feet of open space, they want to fly up past
ahead.
2 more cars where there's no space and then make somebody hit the brakes and let them in.
My favorite with that is when they speed up ahead and they get caught at a red light and you creep up right next to you. You're able to pull up right next to them. That's the best.
And you go, now, was it worth being a jerk?
Like, look over
and
and
even if you're behind them, they're going to get to their place, 2 seconds before you do?
That's all.
Maybe. So I don't like that. Just, you're not more important. Like, you're just simply not. And if you're that important, you're probably going to have a light, a siren, flashers, but it's just this competition. And it's worse here than it is where I live. The more congested you get, everybody has to claw their way
rush
to be in front of one more person. Like, it's going to make a big difference. But yet it's so annoying. And I think it goes to the egomania, which we'll probably talk about in a serious topic one day, because I feel like that's part of what's wrong with the world, is that we are all so focused on ourselves. We forget to think about others. But I just go, what are you accomplishing besides announcing the fact that you are not sure how far we want to go with words here, but what else are you announcing? Is it really that? Well, I got to pick up my child from soccer practice. Okay, well, I'm on my way home to my children too.
Also leave 4 minutes earlier.
Or just understand that 2 seconds probably not going to make a big difference.
It's not make or break.
Right. So I don't appreciate what basically boils down to lack of respect for others.
Right.
Don't appreciate it. Agreed. I can live without those people.
Live without it.
Live without them. You want to go one more round?
Sure, one more is fine.
All right,
I think another group of folks I could live without. Anybody that dresses their car up with reindeer antlers or eyelashes.
Another car related.
Yeah, the eyelashes.
And dressing up. That's a common thread.
It is. I wonder if it's...
I don't know.
Dig deep there.
Maybe you were scared by a costume person when you were younger. You hate anything about dressing up.
I don't like the look at me. I think that's what it is. In terms of the car, like the reindeer, like the antlers, the nose on the front of the car, the eyelashes on the headlights, around the headlights on the front of the car.
One like the little
big.
Yeah, one. When do they do that on the Volkswagen Bugs? That's a great visual.
I still see it now, not just on the Bugs. Gotcha. But I know that's probably where it started.
Yeah,
I don't need that.
The argument would be, and I'm not making this argument.
You are making the argument.
No, I would never.
Oh, it's fine, Dirk. Whatever.
I would never begin to argue with your points because they are brilliant. They are okay. People might argue. By the way, I don't do this, so they might argue that I'm just trying to bring some joy to the holidays.
Festive. I understand.
Just like the way you decorate your house, I'm going to decorate my car. It probably hurts that the people that I know in person that we've worked with here that do that, demonstrate other look at me behaviors.
Right.
So that's what I think you're focusing on. Sometimes you know that if you know that person in real life, you go, figures.
That makes sense.
That makes sense.
That tracks.
Because they're the ones that have to announce what they do.
So then maybe that's what it more is
we both hate look at me.
Right. But then on top of that, or coupled with I know the person that maybe does that.
That has done that in the past. I don't think
maybe that's what it is.
I don't think that's unreasonable. I think that's pretty fair. Now, we're going to lose listeners.
We're going to.
They're going to turn the dial to the left.
I see what you did there.
On our podcast.
Do that one more time. Perfect. Thank you.
And but hopefully they'll take it the spirit. These are just ours, pet peeves.
That's it.
We don't really hate these people. We just go, I could live without as they teach us in teacher school. It's about the behavior, not about the person.
Isn't it though?
So anyway, third time's the charm. We're going to jump right into our game today. Our first game is going to be called the match game. And if you were around in the 1970s, as I was and Will wasn't, we had the match game on TV. And the match game was with Gene Rayburn and that long, thin microphone with the little.
I need one.
We'll get you one as a prop.
One.
Bob Barker had one too.
I know. That's what. Well, I watched The Price is Right.
Price is Right. Same microphone. Here's the thing: we could get you one, but it would just be a prop.
It's not going to work.
No, it wouldn't actually be functional.
I'll take it.
Okay, I'll look for one on Amazon. Maybe our listeners have a collection of Bob Barker microphones and they could spare one.
They don't.
They don't. I'm sure they don't. So anyway, we're going to play the match game. So the way it's going to work, the way it worked on the show was they had a panel of 6 celebrities and then 2 contestants, and they would throw out something like, a bag of blank, or Dumb Dora was so dumb one time she even lost her blank. And then they would each give an answer. The stars would, and if they match anybody, they get a point. Well, we don't have stars yet.
No. Future episodes.
Yeah, future. We had Ryan Reynolds scheduled for today, but traffic. Yeah. It's crazy around DC. Yeah. So maybe in the future we'll get his brother Bob Reynolds said he would stop by.
Full disclosure. Ryan Reynolds.
He's your
good-looking dude.
Little man crush.
I mean,
yeah.
Anyway, here we go.
You know what?
Yeah.
I'm a man crush too.
Okay.
It's going to be hard for me to say this out loud.
Okay.
But I, have a little bit of a thing for.
Let's move on.
Okay. So we're going to play the match game, Will. Here's how it's going to work. You're going to read me a blank, or I'll read you a blank. We'll jot down 3 answers that we think the other person might answer. A 3-point answer, a 2-point answer, a 1-point answer. If the other person answers any of those answers, you get that number of points. Okay. And we're going to try to help each other.
I will.
We're not going to try to pick some obscure answer because it's in the spirit of the game to make it more fun if we can actually score some points here. So would you like to go first or shall I?
I can go first.
Okay.
Doesn't matter. Please play along with us.
Yeah, absolutely.
We love that.
Let us know how you do in the comments. Don't forget while you're there in the comments to click the thumbs up and that would be nice, and ring the bell.
Great. Would love that.
It sounds like this when you ring the bell. And every time you ring the bell, an angel gets its wings.
Oh my gosh. So corny.
One podcast I listened to one time said, subscribe or a puppy dies.
That's bad.
And I'm not going to say that. It's bad. It's funny.
Terrible.
It's funny because it would motivate me to subscribe.
I would subscribe.
Right. I would subscribe 10 times. Gosh. I would run to everybody's computer.
That's actually terrible.
Yes, it is terrible. We're not going to say that. No puppies will be hurt, harmed, killed, maimed, disfigured, or lost as a result of this.
Your first word.
Animal lovers.
Road blank.
Got it. Locked in.
Locked it in.
Locked it in.
I have my 3 answers written down already.
All right. I'm going to reveal, although it'll show backwards on the. I don't know why that is.
I don't know.
It'll show backwards.
There's got to be a reason.
I think, or maybe it won't once I edit it. Who knows? Roadkill. I live in West Virginia.
You don't want me to win this game. You never guess what I'm thinking.
I'm sorry. I live in West Virginia.
I don't care where you live. I want to win the game.
Is this our first fight?
No,
it had to happen.
It's fine.
Episode 3.
Who
had 0 minutes because I forgot to start the timer.
Yeah, well,
it's okay. We just started.
I have Road Trip.
Road Trip.
I have Road Warriors.
Ooh, from wrestling.
And I had.
Who was your favorite, Hawk or Animal?
I will say Animal. I met him.
You did
in Atlanta. Yeah. Don't do that. Put those hands down. We're not clapping. And then my 1 point was Road Less Traveled.
Ooh, wow.
Hey, listen.
A little, was that Walden or Thoreau?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Somebody might know. Somebody out there who's in literature. You know who might know? Codename Sarah.
Codename Sarah.
She would probably be able to tell me.
Codename Sarah might know.
Or somebody else might be able to know too. TDC might be able to help us out.
TDC. What a girl. What a gal.
What a gal. Okay, I should stop there. All right, let me keep going.
Sure.
All right, here's my first one.
Okay.
And I'm going to write my 3 answers down.
Okay.
Upper blank. Upper blank. I'll write my 3 answers here. These are, again, the answers that I predict you might guess, and that's what we're writing down, for the answer of upper blank. So I have my answers are all written. I just blocked my face with my whiteboard. Mm-hmm. It's probably a gift for some of the audience.
I have my answer.
I have mine written down too.
I'm going to show you mine.
Please show me.
Upper Deck. Of course.
Upper Deck.
Anytime we do this,
Upper lip, and since you like boxing, I picked uppercut.
I appreciate that.
Yeah. Okay. So I think this is mostly.
I want you to understand something. We play this game.
Oh, I thought you were talking to me.
I'm not talking to you.
Oh, okay.
We play this game, and I guess his 3-point answer every time. He never guesses my answer, ever. Just want to throw that out there.
But last episode on 20 questions, you used me.
Oh, here we go.
You used me like a mop.
Oh,
you mopped the floor with me.
Let's go. Your next word?
Okay. I can't see your face. Okay. Go ahead. I'm ready to
I'm ready
to make your day.
Bake my day. Cotton blank. You better guess my 3-point answer. You better.
Now, when you say it like that,
you have to.
I worry about what your 3-point answer might be.
You shouldn't. It is a logical 3-point answer. No, just show me.
All right. I went with.
Come on. I need to see it.
Will you tell me what letter yours starts with?
No. I need to see it for myself.
Cotton swab.
I'm going to break something.
Don't break the whiteboards.
I'm going to
Don't break the whiteboards. They're brand new for the podcast. I did not want to go with what I thought you might have been going for.
Shirt?
Yes. Okay. All right.
Are you serious?
Way to make me look bad. Well,
Shirt,
do you recall?
Plant, and boxers.
Okay. You understand that you really, really.
What's your next word, Dirk?
Remember on the first podcast when we talked about being, making jokes about.
No, but I remember the Titans.
Okay. I remember the Alamo.
All right. I think you win. I tried to pull something and I couldn't.
All right. My next one.
Mm-hmm.
Am I giving you one?
I would like that if you want the game moving forward.
I'm going to give you one. I'm going to give you one right here. It's going to be hard too. Here we go. Dog blank. Dog. Blank.
Here it is. Right away. No time necessary.
All right. Pleased to be revealing. Dog food.
Absolutely.
That was my number 2.
Okay, of course. Of course it was.
All right.
Naturally it was.
Naturally.
Just give you all the points.
Dog house is good, except neither of our dogs are outside dogs.
No, so I didn't even go there.
Yeah, but dog house. Not a bad guess though. Dog house. People, hey, I'm in the dog house.
I agreed. I think that was
all right.
Your last word?
My last word.
Your last
at
word.
this point, you want me to guess. Why do I keep putting my pen away?
I don't know.
Okay. It's a habit. Can I tell you a brief aside? Brief.
Sure.
Whenever I would work with my dad,
mm-hmm.
Okay, for purpose of the podcast, and this may be a Songs About Me in the future, but I lost my dad a few years ago.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't lose him. He's
all right. Don't.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Please don't do that. I hate. When
I know you do hate that. I have to joke, or else I'll cry.
I understand.
And my dad would laugh at that joke.
Yeah, sure.
If he were still here. Dad used to always give me a hard time because I would clean up as we worked.
Mm-hmm.
And then he would invariably need one of the tools I thought we were done with. Sure. And he'd say, "Where's that saw?" And I'd say, "Oh, I put it back away." "Why do you put it away?" Sure. "We're not done." I said, "Well, I thought we were done with it." And he would always get on me because then he'd go to reach for something and it was gone mm-hmm. because I neaten as I go.
I do the same thing when I cook.
All right.
Clean as I go.
So you gave me, or I'm giving you? I'm giving you, you give me.
You're giving me a word.
I'm giving you a word.
Or
no,
a
I
phrase.
gave you dog. So then don't you have to give me?
Did that just happen? I'm lost. Okay.
I gave you dog and you picked food.
Okay, yeah, you're right.
So
you're
now
right.
you give me.
Here we go. Field blank.
Clarification.
No. Yeah, go ahead.
Will we always have to use one word, or could it be more than
one word? It could be
phrase.
It could be a phrase afterwards. With road, I said less travel. That was 2 words.
Okay, very good. Okay.
You're going to guess this.
You're willing it to happen.
Willing. If
you're willing to happen.
Or I'm leaving.
Now, does getting it mean it has to be your
No, not point? A 3-point answer, but I got to get on the board here somehow.
I thought you did. I thought you got a 2-pointer or something.
Did I?
Okay. I think you did. Did you not write down your points?
Did I get dog?
Yes.
Okay, so I got 2 points.
No, I got 2. That was the one I gave you.
no.
What did you give me first?
Road.
And we didn't get that one.
No.
What'd you give me second?
Cotton.
We didn't get that one.
No.
Okay, my fault.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Thank you for.
Oh, that was me
pointing.
that got 2.
Because
I have 5.
Thanks for pointing that out.
I just wanted to revisit it. I remembered the whole time.
Yeah, I
just
bet.
kidding. So, you ready for my answer?
Would love that. Yes.
Goal. Field goal.
Okay.
That's not, you're a sports guy.
No,
You're
one.
a PE
I'll take
teacher.
one. I had field trip, field day, field goal. So I'll take one little measly point. You win, of course.
All right. Okay. Well, all your dreams are about to come true.
Yeah. Okay.
All right. Here's my last one. You ready?
It doesn't matter because I can't win, but yes.
Double the points?
No, I don't want double the points. I want your charity.
Okay. Charity. I don't want your charity.
I don't want your charity.
Said with the most disgust. All right. Blank eggs. Blank eggs.
Okay.
Blank eggs. Maybe I'll drop some music in here quietly or maybe not. We'll see how much time I have. And here's my third answer.
Okay. I have mine.
Okay. Pleased to be revealing. That's another one of our language things.
It was.
Pleased to be.
Yeah. I was torn betwixt 2.
Betwixt. Not between 2.
No. What's wrong with that?
Nothing.
Oh.
But you're very specific. You like the word betwixt.
I do like the word betwixt. It's funny to me.
It is.
I went with rotten.
Okay. No, I wasn't gleeful.
You were gleeful.
No, I wasn't. I was just okay.
No.
Because rotten eggs are funny.
I lost.
No, yes, but
yeah.
Let's see how bad.
Please show me how bad.
Rotten was my number 2. Scrambled was number 1.
Okay.
Because you love scrambled eggs.
I do love scrambled eggs.
You love all eggs.
Sure.
So I went with scrambled and fried. Although you're more of a scrambled guy, right?
With a little cheddar cheese.
Yes. At Bob and Doug's restaurant in Dalesville.
Sure. In Dalesville, yep.
All right.
That's a loss.
So that's 2 for me.
Yeah.
Let me add these up. Looks like 7 to...
I'm going to get your calculator out.
7 to... What was that on your side?
A 1.
All right. That's strong. It's a strong one. You know what? It takes strength to stand alone.
Thanks, sir.
All right. Moving on. How many did you guys get, by the way? Let us know if you matched any of us. Please play along with us on all of our games.
Or you beat me.
All of our... Some people probably didn't.
No, most people did.
Yeah, but if they didn't play...
I've got a good shot at winning.
You miss 100% of the shots you never take. All right, so our first game we're going to play today is Everybody Has a Price.
That they do.
Okay. This is another game that we came up with where it stems from coming up with things that are uncomfortable to do, maybe gross to do. And
a little bit of both.
Yeah, would you do this? No, well, for $10, for $100? Yeah, maybe, everybody has a price. And I think it was who came up with the Everybody Has a Price? Where did we steal that from?
Ted DiBiase.
Ted DiBiase, the $1 Million Man. For those of you that are wrestling fans, none of you.
All zero.
All zero of you, other than Will and I, who are wrestling fans. But Ted DiBiase said everybody has a price. So that game is about finding out, or this game is about finding out what our price is. How much would it cost? So we each have come up with 3 things that we think the other person might struggle to do. Some could be because it's embarrassing. Some could be because it's gross. Some could be... And I started off rather tame, more funny than gross.
Okay.
And, as we play this game in the future, if people like it, maybe we'll come up with, harder and harder to accomplish feats. But I feel like I gave you... Would you like to go first, or shall I?
I can go first.
All right. Pleased to be presenting me. Pleased to be presenting me with...
This is not too bad, but I know...
Me?
I think you would struggle with this.
Okay.
You're in a park.
Outside.
Beautiful day.
Like today.
It was gorgeous. Young woman sitting on a bench.
I don't like where it's going already. Anytime it has to do with young women,
all right.
I'm increasingly more uncomfortable.
Middle-aged woman sitting on a bench.
The woman is the factor, but go ahead.
You have a pair of scissors. How much would it take to go behind and just trim a chunk of hair off?
Okay. All right.
Not terrible, but also not
Like
great.
a lock or a chunk?
I mean,
in excess of 3 inches.
Yeah.
And not like one hair.
No, I mean like you have the scissors, hold the end, snip, and move along.
And snip and run.
Snip and run. The old snip and run.
Famed in song and movies. This would be difficult because I feel like women's hair much more important to them than men's hair.
1,000,000%.
Generally speaking.
Absolutely.
Also,
that's why I felt like it had to be a woman.
Understood.
Men, I feel like, would be
also takes longer to grow back.
And uneven. You have to get the rest of it cut.
Correct. Or they'd have to trim it all to that short
They
length.
don't want to do that.
And what is your first offer?
I'm going to give you $50 to do it.
Not a chance. There's not.
Really?
You don't even have enough zeros.
Really?
Yes, because first of all,
you got your hats on.
I can't run very fast.
Okay.
So any woman, provided she's less of a runner than me, unless she would be able to catch me and hurt me, or attempt to hurt me, I couldn't escape. Now,
I'll give
if
you $500.
I was negotiating closer to 3 zeros.
Wow.
Because I don't want you're defacing someone or deharing
$750. That's the best I'm doing.
$750.
Snip and go.
Do I have a getaway? Like a bicycle, a moped, something faster than running?
Sure.
How many inches? 3?
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't have to be...
Fine.
You don't have to...
$750.
$750. It costs $750.
Yes, I don't like that.
I don't...
Because
who does?
Well, it's permanent.
Right.
I mean,
why would anybody like that?
Yeah, I don't like that.
I don't like it either.
Okay. Yeah. Okay, $750.
Okay.
Sold.
Deal. Done. We're going to the park tomorrow.
I had a feeling you were right. All right. For your first one.
Free.
You're in a park.
Oh.
Free.
Imagine that.
There's a young woman.
I don't like this.
Okay. Well, that's what you did to me.
I know, but I don't like it.
Okay, it doesn't matter who. You're walking along a New York City street. Strangers. But it's New York City. Okay? Most New Yorkers. Okay? You're going to... Is one of mine New York? Is this a cosmic connection?
My next one, I was going to lead with, you're on a New York City street on the Heavenly Lord. I swear I was going to say it.
Okay. Well, how about this?
No.
You're walking through San Francisco.
Oh, that's better.
Okay. You're in Key West, Florida. Key West. A lot of partying going on there.
Okay.
How much would it cost for you to walk up behind a person of my choice? We're standing there together. I go, that's the person right there. And give them a dry willy. Now, we all know the wet willy is licking your finger in the person's ear.
Can I tell you, if somebody does that to me, I have to fight them.
I know.
I don't like that.
I know you don't. And so that's one of the
dry
reasons why
better.
I picked it. Dry would be better.
I feel like I wouldn't do the wet willy to somebody because I know how much I hate that. So dry...
Well, you would, because everybody has a price.
That's true.
But how much for a dry willy, which is slightly less offensive? Just to walk up and doink.
And I don't have to leave it in there or do anything.
Maybe a second. Just beep, a little wiggle.
I don't like the wiggle.
Okay, fine. Just doink and then out. You don't even have to say... No, maybe you should say doink. That could be a strategy. Like, beep.
Okay.
I'll offer you $100.
Deal.
Okay.
I don't need that much of it.
Okay.
I would honestly...
What if it was a big guy? What if it was a muscle-bound?
Would have much easier time doing that to a guy than I would... It would cost more if it was a girl.
How about a child?
Free.
Really?
I'm kidding. No, it's weird.
Harder for a child?
Yeah. Child and much easier for me to do that to a dude than a girl. Because I feel...
Elderly. Grandmother.
That would be tough. I wouldn't like that. I don't feel like...
Elderly man?
Still wouldn't like that.
Okay. Elderly is the problem.
I feel like that's...
So middle-aged is easiest?
Yeah.
Not child, not elderly?
Yeah.
Okay. Fair deal.
I would do that for...
How cheaply could I have gotten that?
Maybe $10.
Really?
Yeah, that would... You'd took me to give me a Big Mac or something.
All right.
That
or maybe even a little Mac.
Could have been.
Okay.
My buddy Mac.
I'm sorry. Yeah, he coaches with you, right?
Well, he used to.
Used to. Okay.
All
right, go for it.
Your next one.
Okay.
You are on...
Wait, let me guess. A New York City street?
No, the streets of Seattle, Washington.
Ooh, rainy.
Yeah.
Do I have an umbrella?
You using them? I've never seen you have an umbrella in your life.
I don't ever carry an umbrella.
Okay, I was going to say, even when it's raining. You're on a crowded street. You see somebody spit out their gum. Let that sink in for a minute.
I just want to know how bad it's going to get from here.
Not terrible.
Okay.
You have to go over how much to pick that gum out that was spit out, chewed by somebody else, and pick it up off the ground to chew.
I have to chew it.
You have to chew it.
Okay, well, that's the point.
Yeah.
The picking it up, throwing it away.
Not a big deal.
No. I have to put it in my mouth.
Unfortunately.
Chew it.
It's not appealing.
Do I see who the person is? Or it's just...
Yeah, you see who it is.
Okay.
You see who it is.
Okay.
We both do. And then I say, hey, that's the piece right there.
Okay.
That's the guy.
You get to pick?
That's the ticket.
So are you going to pick somebody with, like, rotten teeth?
I'm telling you, I'm pick.
All right. Go ahead.
I'll give you $200 to do that. That's good money for that.
You think?
That's good money for that.
In your mouth? I mean, it could be all kinds of itises.
Yeah, I don't want to talk.
Yeah. I was thinking a little bit more than double that. I was thinking $500.
$500.
Because you don't know. Like, that could, like, bodily fluid transfer.
Could lead to
You're into the whole HIV situation or the
$500. I was not expecting that to be that much for you.
Yeah, I'm not a germphobe per se. We've talked about this before at school, and I'm embarrassed to admit I'm a filthy, dirty human being. I'm not really.
I am much more of a germaphobe than you are.
Correct. But I'm not a hand washer. I'm not like, I touch kids' instruments all the day. Like when they bring their clarinet and the spits come. Like I don't.
I'm just the opposite. Where I keep lotion with me at my desk because I wash my hands so much they get so dry.
Yeah. No, I'm not like that at all. Yeah, I would say, well, I forget where we left it. I would say 500.
Okay. I really didn't. I thought it was going to be
cheaper.
A couple. Yeah, I thought
only because there could be lifelong illness.
Yeah,
you know.
Yep.
So, all right, here's your next one. You are walking through the non-existent Lake Forest Mall in its hopping days.
R.I.P.
Hopping days. I mean, didn't the last store just close?
Yeah,
I think I heard that.
Well, was that last Friday? Maybe.
I'm not sure. So Macy's, right, or something. I think I heard it on the radio.
The whole mall is down.
Yeah. So let's say it was hopping back in the 80s when malls were the thing.
Okay.
And there's was there a food court in that mall? Okay. Hopping food court. Full, jammed full.
Popping, if you will.
Popping. Popping.
All the ends.
You have to walk up to another person in the food court after we've seen them drink out of their drink. And you just have to pick up their drink, and you don't have to use the straw if you're using a straw.
So much better for me. Okay.
Okay, but their cup doesn't have a straw. They just have a cup like this.
Okay.
And you don't notice where their mouth was exactly.
Oh.
This is similar to gum.
Yeah,
but I feel like it's easier than gum, except for you don't like germs.
Yeah.
It's very simple. Watch how simple this is. Watch.
Yeah, I see it. Okay. So I'm going to tell you right away, the fact that I don't have to use the same straw,
right,
to me, for some reason, makes that easier. Even though I'm sure it doesn't matter.
I will start with,
in my mind, it makes it easier.
$100.
I think I would do that for $100.
Okay.
I'm so serious. Like if we were in a mall and you showed me $100 and said, take a sip, I would just take a sip and leave.
I feel like you're cheaper to get to do things.
Those first two things.
Both my offers, or maybe I just picked easier ones for you.
I think mine may be a little more extreme.
Yeah, Dry Willy and the drinking.
Dry Willy, yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like I might have a tougher time with the Dry Willy.
Sorry, I was just looking at my third one.
Oh gosh.
Okay, go ahead.
I feel like I might have a tougher time with the Dry Willy than I would the drink, even though I don't like germs.
Yeah, I figured you didn't like the Dry Willy, no germs.
Correct, which is why I said easier for me.
More uncomfortable, but less germy.
Sure.
Okay. All right, what's my third one? Did yours get progressively worse?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because
Okay, go ahead.
I'm deciding between two in my head right
Betwixt.
now. Betwixt, if you will.
Yeah, I will.
I bet you will. How much would it cost?
Okay. Here it comes. Get ready at home.
For you to... It's not. I'm not going to do that to you.
You can.
No,
by the way,
your family
those people... No, I'm not. I have nothing to hide.
No, it's not anything to hide. It's just they're going to be mad at your answer. So I'm going to ask a different question.
Listen.
No, you listen.
You're right. Sorry, I didn't mean to tell you what to do. Controversy is what generates buzz on a show.
Yeah,
people love controversy.
Fine. Getting rid of your dog.
Getting rid of my dog?
Yep. Offing your dog.
Okay.
Not offing. No.
Okay.
That was that.
Right, wow.
No.
Okay.
No,
all right. That's a totally different
question. That sounded terrible.
Yeah, that's a totally different question.
Yeah.
Just giving her to a... Can we specify, is it the pound?
I'm picking where the dog goes.
That's easy because you would never pick a bad place.
Yeah, you're right. All right, fine.
It would have to go to the pound.
Yeah.
And then because I don't have control.
Yeah,
that's fair.
Yeah.
That would be a fair way to do it.
Because I would never let anything happen to the dog. I did not mean offing the dog.
I know.
Sorry.
I know what you meant. Off with the dog.
Oh, yeah, that sounded so bad.
I know you wouldn't. Yeah. Okay. So here's the thing. We just went away on a trip not that long ago.
Yep.
Dog was boarded for the first time for 10 days. She had never been boarded for that long.
It's terrible.
9 days.
Whatever.
They do a daily report card. They send us pictures. It's the best.
Love that. That's awesome.
And she was thrilled, happy, looked happy in every picture. She ate great. They said she did great. But when we went to pick her up, only person she wanted to pay time to was me.
I knew she loves you.
She licks. I'm not a German, but she'll lick my entire face if I let her.
Mm-hmm.
But she doesn't do it to anybody else in the house. I'm not sure what that means in doggy language. I'm her person.
You are her person.
So the fact that she has picked me would make it harder for me to get rid of her.
And she's not going to a pound where she's going to get that treatment every day.
Correct. And I don't know where now, the fact that she's a golden retriever
helps
because she's not going to get euthanized. Somebody's going to take her.
Correct.
But I wouldn't have any control over her, and I would miss her. I missed her greatly by the third day we were away. Like, literally by the third day. My wife missed her, but it took her longer. I was missing her on the way down. I suckered my wife into dropping the dog off because I didn't want to be there to watch them lead her away.
That's tough. So when you take her, you have to drop her off at the pound in this situation. And I'm going to start at $500.
Okay. No, let me think. I don't have a number yet. I just wanted to say okay to be funny. I feel like this is just emotional pain. There's nothing disgusting.
No,
I would miss her. There's nothing. I know she'd be safe.
You think she will? I'm kidding.
Can I get 1,000?
If that's what it's going to cost,
I think I would.
$750. No, $8.
No. Here's the thing.
No.
Here's the thing. I've got a lot of money invested in this dog.
You do. $1,000. What if I offered you $850 and you didn't have to drop her off?
Much better.
Your wife.
Much better.
Take the dog.
$850 and my wife.
Okay. Deal.
Does the pound get to keep my wife too? Just kidding, honey. But she doesn't. I don't even know if she listens.
No.
Because my family's not as good as yours. So, all right. Here's my last one for you.
Okay.
Allowing an animal expert, like a zookeeper kind of a person, somebody who knows. You know, you're in a science lab or someplace.
Oh gosh.
To place a.
It better be something.
I'm sorry, Kevin Hart.
It better be something that I'm not going to freak out about.
No, Jimmy. No, that's not happening, Jimmy. Yep. A tarantula on your hand for 30 seconds. You just hold it out.
Oh, I know how it works. Don't do the finger thing.
Okay. 30 seconds. You can use two hands. You just They just has
My
to sit
family
there.
knows how much.
You don't like spiders.
I don't like bugs in general.
Okay. You are an animal lover,
For sure.
but just not in the arachnophobia.
I don't want them to be near me. I like to look at them from afar.
Not all animals.
No, I mean bugs. Like
Bugs.
bugs
Oh, yeah.
and spiders.
Understood.
Spiders should not be hairy.
Okay.
Number one.
Okay.
That freaks me out.
It is a weird thing. Granted.
The sheer size also freaks me out.
Okay.
I'm assuming since it's with a zookeeper, zoo specialist, zoologist,
Right.
that it is defanged and could not hurt me.
Let's go with that.
You tell me.
Well, I don't know if they are typically, but if they aren't, I mean, I don't know. I honestly don't know.
Well, that's going to
Like on the Jimmy Fallon show, the clip we saw with Kevin Hart, that was a tarantula. But if they are defanged, that was the dude that was Irwin's son, Steve Irwin's son.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's defanged or not. What if you didn't know?
It costs a lot.
Okay. I'll make you an offer of $500. No.
I don't like it.
Well, I wouldn't like giving my dog up, but you only offered me $500. $850. Same offer as giving up my dog. 30 seconds. That's literally...
That's a good... Okay. Listen, when you put it like that, that's a lot of money for 30 seconds. Even the 5, when I think about it, when I really think about it, is a lot of money for 30 seconds.
Yeah, 500, 30 seconds. The segment has gone 15 minutes. So 30 seconds, like nothing.
I will take it.
500?
I will do it for 5.
All right.
I think my wife would kill me if I didn't.
For 500?
Yeah, just bring $500 home for 30 seconds. She would be like, "Why? What are you doing?"
But you don't have to tell her you made the 500.
That's true. That's a good point. I would do it. Yeah, I think I would do it for 5.
500?
500, 30 seconds. I hate that, though.
So we've summarized that you will dry willy for 10 or 20 bucks.
Yeah.
That's what you said. You will drink after another person for
100.
Okay. And you will allow an animal expert for 500, put a tarantula for 30 seconds.
It just sounds terrible. But
and then for me, mine were what? Sorry to put you on the spot.
No, you're good. What did I ask you? Snip the
hair.
Snip the hair.
And what did I go with?
That was $750.
Yeah, it was a lot.
If
I had to get away.
If you had to get away.
Yeah. $750.
The dog, your pup was $850,
but
your wife $1,000 if it was you.
To.
And the chewing gum off the street was $750 or $850 as well.
I feel like I have a price there in the upper hundreds.
Yeah,
I'm not a cheap date.
You are not a
those
cheap
of you at home, those of you that comment, both of you,
all 2 of you,
all in Will's family, would you guys please?
Not true.
No, it's not entirely true. Would you all please write in the comments any of those topics that we just did and let us know what your price would be? Are we way off?
I think.
What are we not thinking of?
My aunt would do.
Is this Pennsylvania aunt?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
She would do the spider thing probably for.
But she's also.
Yeah, but she's just also tougher.
She worked in the field of natural resources and
DNR,
like right?
Yeah.
DNR. Was that what they call it in Pennsylvania? I don't know what they call it. In Maryland, it's DNR, Department of Natural Resources.
I guess. Yeah.
Anyway.
Well, like me, I'm sure you can't stop laughing at those segments. But anyway, ladies and gentlemen, we just wanted to bring something to you this week. We thank you for watching. We thank you for your support. And we will see you live on tape again next week on Friday next week. And on behalf of Will and myself, thank you for watching the White Chocolate Podcast. Please don't forget to, that's comment, just in case Will doesn't know. And we will see you next week, everybody. Thank you.